Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to add Instagram leads to Mailchimp as subscribers and store their details in MySQL. So are you also using Instagram lead ads to promote and grow your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I'm running a sports training center and we use Instagram lead ads to promote and grow our business. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received in my Instagram lead ad, automatically the lead details should be added in MySQL, and also with the help of the same lead details, a new subscriber should be created in my Mailchimp account too. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Instagram, MySQL and then Mailchimp. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So yes, I'm going to do all of this because I want to convert my leads into paying clients. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to add Instagram leads to Mailchimp as subscribers and store their details in MySQL. So as you know that I'm running a sports training center, and at a sports training center we are dedicated to helping people achieve their fitness goals through a variety of training programs. So to attract new clients, I run Instagram lead ads, and now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received from my Instagram lead ad, automatically a subscriber should be created in my Mailchimp with the same details, and the details of that lead should be added right over here in MySQL. And now to do all of this, I have opened my Facebook page. As you can see that this is my Facebook page and the name of my training center, which is Sports Elite Training Center. And now what I've done is I've connected this Facebook page with my Instagram account. Over here you can see the successful connection between my Facebook page and Instagram account. And now using both of these accounts, I'm running lead ads. And now I've also attached a form right over here in this campaign. You can see that this is the lead form. And now what I want is that as soon as someone sees my Instagram ad on their Instagram account, they should also get the option to fill in the lead form. And as soon as they're going to fill in the lead form, this workflow should be triggered. So to do all of this, I'm going to open the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, I'm going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add Instagram leads to Mailchimp as subscribers and store their details in MySQL. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now to start with our automation, I'm going to select my trigger application, which is Instagram lead ads. So I'm going to look for it, and as you can see the same Instagram lead ads, so we are going to select right over here. And as soon as we are going to select Instagram lead ads, it is asking me for the trigger event. So I'm going to select the trigger event as new lead instant because I want that as soon as a new lead is submitted, instantly Pabbly should capture the response. So I'm going to select it, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Instagram lead ads account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Instagram lead ads. And over here it is asking me to select my Facebook account. You must be wondering that why is it asking me to select my Facebook account? So this is because that the connection between Instagram lead ads and Pabbly's workflow happened with this account only, and that's why we have connected this same particular account with our campaign too. So now I'm going to click on continue right over here to connect this with my workflow, again we are going to click on continue as Jesse. And as soon as we are going to click on continue, you can see that we have successfully connected up Instagram lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the page and the lead gen form. So as you know, the name of our page was Sports Elite Training Center. And as you can see, we are going to select the same right over here in our page. So I'm going to look for it. And as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And after selecting the page, it is going to ask me for the lead gen form. So for the lead gen form, I'm going to open my campaign. And as you can see that I've connected a lead gen form, which is lead form new right over here. So I'm going to select the same only. Over here you can see lead form new, so we are going to select it. So I'm going to select this. If you want, you can select any another lead gen form or all lead gen forms also if you want to create this automation for all your lead gen forms. So I'm going to select my desired form, and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And why is it asking me to do the test submission? So the reason is that if you are going to click on save and send test request, so I am running a draft campaign right over here. As you can see that this campaign is in draft mode, so I'm not going to receive the live leads. But if you are running a live campaign, you are going to receive the live data of your leads. So you can wait to get the data of your leads, or if you don't wish to wait, or if you're also running a draft campaign, you can go on a new tab and search for Meta for developers to create a demo lead. So I'm going to search for Meta for developers right over here, and we are going to open Meta for developers. And as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Meta for developers, from here we are going to go on more and then tools, and then we are going to scroll and select lead ads RTO debug tool. And as soon as we're going to select this, it is opening my lead ads testing tool, and with the help of this tool only we are going to do the test submission. So we're going to select the page and the form as the same we selected right over here in our workflow. So I'm going to look for Sports Elite Training Center, and then for the form we are going to select it as lead form new, and then we are going to click on preview form. And as you can see that now it is opening my form. So now I'm going to do the test submission with the help of same only. So it is asking me for the preferred training program, so I'm going to select it as sports specific training. It is asking me for the training goals, so I'm going to select it as sports performance. It is asking me for the first name, so I'm going to keep the first name as smart right over here. It is asking me for the last name, so I'm going to keep the last name as lead. And now it is asking me for the email, so I'm going to keep it as smartlead99@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to enter it, and after entering the Gmail, it is asking me for the phone number. So I want the phone number to be this, and after entering all the details, we are going to click on continue and then submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see the same details that we entered: the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, and also you can see the training goal and the training program. So yes, these are the same details that we entered, and with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now we are going to move on towards our action step. So what I want is I want to add these same lead details into my MySQL. So for that I'm going to look for MySQL right over here for my action application. So I'm going to look for it, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as insert row, and then we are going to click on connect again. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me for the same again. So if you have already connected your MySQL account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for these details, so I'm going to fill in all of these details and get back. And yes, you can see that I have entered all the details, and now we are going to click on save. You have to enter your details, and then we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see that we have successfully connected our MySQL account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the table name. So over here you can see that in MySQL, my table name is new leads. So we are going to select new leads as the same over here in our workflow as the table name. And now after selecting the table name, it is asking me for the first name, last name, mobile number, and email. So we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Instagram lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so it is asking me for the first name. So let's suppose that our first name we entered was Smart. So I'm going to enter Smart right over here manually. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if we are going to map it from the previous response, suppose you can see the first name. So let's suppose we are going to map it. Then this will definitely change because we have mapped it from the previous response and our previous response will change. So yeah, with this we can run our workflow in real time. So we are going to map the last name also. I'm going to look for it, and as you can see the lead, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the number also. I'm going to look for it. You can see the same, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the email. I'm going to look for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see all of these details are the same details which we have entered right over here in MySQL as columns. So yes, as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see status success, data inserted. So yes, this means that we have successfully added these details in MySQL. So I'm going to open the same account and we are going to refresh this to check that if the new details have been added or not. And yes, you can see new details have been added. First name Smart, last name Lead. Over here you can see the mobile number and the email smartlead99@pabblytudes.com. So yes, we have successfully completed this action step, and now we are going to add another action step right over here. And now for the action application, we are going to select it as Mailchimp because I also want to create a subscriber in my Mailchimp account with these same details. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as add new member with custom fields. And then we are going to click on connect. And again, it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Mailchimp account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And this time it is asking me for the token and the data center. So how are we going to get this? So to get this, we are going to read this help text, and it is saying log into your Mailchimp account, click on the profile picture, click on the profile, extras, and then API keys. So I'm going to put my Mailchimp account. Over here you can see this is my account, and now after opening my Mailchimp account, we have to go on the profile picture and then we have to go on profile again. And now after opening the profile, we have to go on extras and then API keys. So we are going to do same as written in the help text, and yes, you can see your API keys. So you can see all the API keys that I've already created, but I'm going to create a new today. For that, I'm going to scroll down, and as you can see over here is an option of create a key. So we are going to click on this option, create a key, and now it is asking me for the key name. So let's suppose that I want to give the key name as testing. So I'm going to enter it, and then we are going to click on generate key. And as soon as we're going to do this, you can see that over here is our key. So I'm going to copy this key and then we're going to paste it right over here under the token in our workflow. And after pasting this, it is asking me for the data center. And now to get this data center, again, we are going to read the help text, and it is saying enter the data center example US 19, whichever appears on your subdomain in your Mailchimp account, example this. So I'm going to open my Mailchimp account, and as you can see that this is the URL which we wished for, and over here is the subdomain which is US 6 for me. So I'm going to copy this right from here, and then we are going to enter it right over here under the data center. So your subdomain can be anything, US 19, 16, 6 or anything else. So this was mine, so I've entered it, and then we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see that we have successfully connected our Mailchimp account to with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to choose the audience list. So I have connected this list, so I'm going to select the same. It is saying for the email address, so we are going to map the email address. Again, I'm going to look for email, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. And now it is saying tags. So if you wish, you can definitely add a tag right over here to your subscriber, but I don't want to add so, and this is not the required field too, so I'm going to leave it as blank. It is saying select the status of the subscriber, so I'm going to keep it as subscribed. It is saying interested group, so as you can see, again, not the required information. It is asking me for the first name. So yes, we have the first name of our lead, so I'm going to enter the first name over here, and we are going to map it Smart. We're going to look for another details. It is asking me for the gender, so no, we don't have this. We have the last name, so I'm going to enter the last name too. So if you wish, you can definitely fill the details. I am leaving as blank also if you have those details of your leads. And now it is asking me for the number, so we are going to enter the same, and as you can see, again it is asking me for more details. So as you can see that I've left all the details which were not required or the details I didn't wish to fill in. And after doing all of this, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response and we have successfully created a new subscriber in our Mailchimp with the same details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Mailchimp and check for the new subscriber created. So I'm going to open my Mailchimp account right from here. We are going to go on audience and then we are going to go on all contacts. And as soon as we're going to open all contacts, you can see email address smartlead99@pabblytudes.com. You can see the first name, last name and the phone number that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully created our workflow and this workflow is running too. But now what I am going to do is I'm going to do another test submission and check that if my workflow is running in real time or not. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool. We are going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. So it is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you'll not be able to create a new lead or preview the form. So now after doing this, again we are going to select the page and the form. So I'm going to select the page as Sports Elite Training Center and then we are going to select the form and click on preview form. And now it is asking me for the training program and the training goals. Again we are going to fill in the dummy details. So for the program I'm going to keep it as youth training. For the goals I'm going to keep it as muscle building. It is asking me for the first name, so I'm going to enter the first name as Tess this time. So I'm going to enter it right over here. For the last name, again we are going to keep it as lead only. And now it is asking me for the email, so I'm going to keep it as testlead99@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to enter it right over here. And now it is asking me for the phone number, so I'm going to enter the phone number too as this. And now after entering all the details, we are going to click on continue and then submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new subscriber in our Mailchimp account and also added the lead details in MySQL. So what we are going to do is we are going to open MySQL and Mailchimp and check for the new details. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open MySQL account right from here and we're going to refresh this page to check for the new details added. And yes, you can see test over here. You can see the first name, the last name, lead. You can see the same phone number that we entered and also the same email that we entered, which is testlead99@pabblytudes.com. So yes, with this we have successfully added right over here the details. And now I'm going to open my Mailchimp account and we're going to refresh this contacts page to check for the new contact created, which is testlead99. And yes, you can see testlead99@pabblytudes.com. You can see the first name, the last name and the phone number that we entered. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. For the trigger application, we selected Instagram lead ads. For the trigger event, we selected new lead instant. For the action application, we selected MySQL and Mailchimp, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received in my Instagram lead ads, automatically with the help of the same lead details, a new row or the details should be added right over here in my MySQL account. And also with the help of the same details, a new subscriber should be created in my Mailchimp too, so that I can create targeted email marketing campaigns for the same. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the two details I added during this video with the help of my workflow. And over here you can see the two contacts or the subscribers I created during this video with the help of our workflow. So yes, with this workflow I can help convert my leads into paying clients. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for a reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.